What's going on, y'all? I was just live on Facebook. I had like 1,500 people watching live. I was talking about the Jussie Smollett situation. Maybe I'll post the video I have later. And Facebook kicked me off live stream. Like literally, I'm streaming to over 1,000 people, and I get a pop up that says this Roseanne video I posted 6 or 7 months ago on my other page. I have a page called World Cloud with like 300,000 people. They said it violated terms of service. That's fine, just take it down or whatever you got to do. Well, they logged me out, they ended my live stream, and now I'm banned for 3 days from posting not only on that page, but also my anomaly page where I've never broken any sort of terms or service. I don't do it at all. I specifically made the World Cloud page originally. I made it to post other videos to make sure that if they flagged a certain video on that page, that they never flagged my own video. And I'm not the only one doing it. You have Occupy Democrats and many other people on the left who, I don't know if they've ever been flagged or banned, but all they do is take other people's videos and share them. So I do that, but a lot of videos I also share are, people that allow me to do so. The video they took down was Roseanne talking to Jimmy Kimmel where he said, "You used to be on the left." And then Roseanne said, "Well, I'm still on the left. You guys moved so far out, you lost everyone." It was a good little clip, and everybody shares clips all over Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, and apparently I can't do that now, but that's why I made a different page. My anomaly page is 100% my own content. I weigh in on certain things and do what I'm allowed to do like other news analysts, but I don't post there's not a single video on my anomaly page that is copyrighted content or someone else's content. It's all 100% self-made videos. That's why I made the page, but I'm banned for 3 days now. And I couldn't even, it was live stream, I couldn't even tell my audience that I got banned. Like literally I just stare at the screen looking all weird. I'll post the video later. And they logged me out and that's it. So now that's 3 days. That's over 900,000 people that I can't talk to or communicate with that want to watch and hear from me for 3 days. I get advertising revenue on Facebook. I'm sure they'll probably try to kick me off that now. But that was actually my main source of income, was going to be Facebook ads, because I have 900,000 people. I'm averaging 2 to 4 million views a week on both my pages. So that was my main source of revenue. So now that's a 3-day ban on that. Who knows what else they'll do at this point, because now they've opened up the floodgates of pretty much being able to do anything. I mean, there's lots of pages that post clips of videos, and where does it go from here? We'll figure it out. I guess probably the reason that they did it truly was, maybe they did flag it and got mad, but it's such an old video. Just take it down. I've been flagged for a Mark Dice video before. I guess he didn't want me to post it, but they flagged me and said that's okay. That's only one other video. I've never, done it before, but I'm sure they just want to murder more babies because, Liz Wheeler from One American News Network just posted a clip where they're literally trying to pass legislation to let people murder like a baby that's giving birth. It's like, that pesky anomaly won't let me just murder babies in New York City, and he won't let us just rub chopped up foreskin Korean baby penises all over our face for anti-aging properties. So, we got to shut him up for 3 days because he's a kind, compassionate conservative who's honest, and we're, lunatic, psychopathic liars who, in order to win an argument, we got to shut someone out of the conversation. It's really frustrating because I'm one of the bigger pages on YouTube. I'm not the biggest per se, but I'm one of the only news analysts that is big on Facebook the way I am. I'm bigger than CNN hosts and MSNBC hosts who get paid millions of dollars. Like literally, I'm one of the only news analysts at my stature that's bigger on Facebook than I am any other website. Like I keep Facebook in business. That's a lie. Let's be honest. I don't keep Facebook in business. They keep themselves in business without me. They're probably fine and they know that. But as far as the news game, I think I'm one of the people that is facilitating Facebook, and I would think they like me. I sell ads for them. I do all this stuff, but apparently not. It's really, really frustrating. It's definitely going to cost me money. It's okay. But what really bothers me is where are they going to go from here? 3 days, now that's millions of people that I'm not able to reach. It's just really bumps me out. And over a 6-month-old video of Roseanne that they could have just deleted. I don't care. They could delete any video they want that they have copyright content to on my other page, but I kept them separate for a reason. And I just want to also say that the World Cloud page, I say this sometimes not to brag or boast. I say this for situations like this to see who's going to have my back. the World Cloud page is the reason that Candace Owens blew up. And that's why I had a little tiff with her. Although I was at the Blexit event, she booked me. Me and Candace are cool now, but I felt a certain way because when nobody really knew who Candace was and she had like 100,000 views max on YouTube, 200,000 at most, I got her 27 million views or 24 million views on my World Cloud and Anomaly page. I pretty much single-handedly blew her up at that point. I'm not saying she wouldn't have got there. I'm not saying other people helped, but she knows this. She even posted on her Instagram a picture of me and her where she says, Anomaly changed my entire life, and he's the one who uploaded this video. I uploaded it, I reformatted it, I credited her page, I blew her up. I put her on the map. And it'll be interesting, you know, the reason I had a little tip with her earlier, I'm not mad, I don't care, I'm glad she's doing well, but I feel a little bit left out. And we had a phone call and she booked me for Blexit, which was cool. We had our little back and forth, but it was all her yelling at me on the phone saying, don't do this, there was no sign of gratitude or appreciation. Like, hey, Anomaly, thank you for, you know, making me famous when no one cared about me. It was all like, it's your fault. And I was like, yeah, whatever. You know, I was like, for sure, I'll change or whatever. So she booked me for Blexit. I got to talk to people. It was nice. And I agreed with her on certain things. I'm like, yeah, I could call you, I could text you for sure. But it's like there was nowhere in that situation was it like, Anomaly, I appreciate you. Thank you for what you did. Like, that's how I act. So the reason I'm saying this is that page blew her up. That page blew up the walk away movement, my page that's banned now for 3 days. Brandon was messaging me, Anomaly, I'm a big fan. I watch your videos. You know what I'm saying? You're the reason that I feel this way, among other people. Like, please share this. So I got his video. It had, you know, under 1 million views. And once I posted it and promoted it, it got 4 million views or 3 to 4 million, I'm not sure exactly, on my World Cloud page. It's still the #1 biggest walkaway video. So it's like I launched Candace Owens and Brandon from nothing. Reason I'm saying this is not to brag or boast, and the reason I barely ever even mention it is because I don't want to talk about it, because I'm not trying to hold it over people's heads. And Brandon's been very grateful and appreciative for the most part, so I appreciate him. I say it for situations like this. So the page that helped you blow up, you know, is now banned for 3 days, and who knows what they're gonna do to me. I mean, that's my main source of income. They could steal or take or remove from me, you know, $20,000 to $100,000 that I could have made this year through Facebook ads. I'm not saying for sure I'm gonna make it, but if they don't ban me like this, I get 250 million views. I get a lot of views. That's a lot of money if Facebook allows me to monetize it. So the reason I say this is, are they gonna care that the page that helped them, and maybe they will, you know, I could have conversations, I could always call them, but sometimes, you know, in certain ways, I'm like, okay, well, you know, I don't know. It's like, are people just gonna forget about me and just be like, oh well, I don't even remember that happened? Because these are the pages that launched a lot of people into stardom. I mean, I don't want to keep naming and bragging, but it's like that page has 250 million views and is largely responsible for the blow up of, you know, some of the most significant conservative movements. And I don't say this. I say this because I constantly get disrespected by these organizations that I pretty much, you know, helped facilitate in many ways behind the scenes. And then they don't book me. They don't want to do this. They don't want to do that. They want to yell. They want to feel this way. They want to feel that way. They want to be like, oh no. But it's like, now when my stuff collapses, or, you know, I lose access to 900,000 people, are they going to have me on Fox News? Probably not. You know, are they going to write articles about me in conservative media? Probably not. Are people going to make a big scene like they did for Sargon of Akkad or such? Maybe they will. I'm not hating it. Like, maybe people will. And I'm not even saying I specifically want people to. I'm not trying to be the center of attention, but when I lose access to the page that helped the biggest conservative movements get to where they are, I lose access to my audience. I lose access to 900,000 people and a reach of billions of people. You're talking about 7-figure reach. I don't get paid that much, but as far as what it would cost to buy this much advertisement, I mean, you know, and I don't get, and just to be real, I'm gonna be real now, I don't care because I just got banned on Facebook. I don't get any donor money. You got Candace and Brandon, and I'm not disrespecting, but they're running around to the donors saying, oh, you know, this. I don't get any donor money, but I'm probably doing some of the most significant work out of anybody. I get $0 from any conservative organization. I get zero funding, and they're just doling out millions and tens of millions of dollars to people doing this, that, and the other. I get nothing, and I don't specifically want it, but what I'm saying is, now that I'm gone, now that I can't access my community, now that I can't, you know, do what I've built, who's gonna speak up for me? Who's gonna allow me to speak at their events? They're already saying, Anomaly, let's let's fly. I don't even want to get into that, but they're like, let's fly. They want to fly me to an event to make me watch other conservative speakers, 6 out of 10 of them that are like 1/100th of the size of me. And I'm like, will you give me a minute or 2 minutes or 3 minutes to speak to the audience? No, we're fully booked. You're fully booked with 70% of the speakers who are literally, you combine everything that they've done. They're not, and I'm not hating, I'm just saying it's like up and coming bloggers who are like, hey, I wish I could make videos. And you're letting them speak for 30, 20 minutes. You won't even give me 5 minutes of airtime. I'm just tired of being disrespected, looked over, walked over, stepped over, hated on, yelled at, disrespected. Nobody's appreciative or grateful. Some people are. I'm not gonna lie. People have appreciated and been grateful, and I don't specifically need or want anything, but at this point, I'm losing my main source of income. I'm losing my main source of revenue now. I'm losing my main source of audience where I get all my other sort of donations and stuff mostly come through Facebook because I'm pumping out 3 or 4 million views. And now Facebook just kicked me off mid-live stream. Can't post and tell people. Can't post anything. That's the culture war that I'm helping contribute to. Now they're just cutting my legs out and being like, look, we're winning. Look, the liberals are winning. The tech companies are winning. Look, kids in cages. We're not killing babies. Kids in cages. And it's like, I have no voice now for 3 days. They're kicking me out midstream. I was just literally talking about how the black community is being manipulated and used, and how in Chicago they're misreporting like the biggest news story of the day, and they kick me off because they don't want people to see that Jimmy Kimmel said to Roseanne, you're right. That's the video that they took off. It was Jimmy Kimmel admitting that Roseanne was right, that they went so far left that they lost everybody. And I get it. You don't want to win with truth. You don't want to win with honesty. You don't want to win with integrity. You don't want to win with true love and compassion. You want to have fear and hate, and you want to disguise your fear and hate in, oh, we're so much loving, but we hate everybody. I get it. And I get it, conservatives want to look over me. They want to, I've been the underdog my whole life. So it's like, I get it. You want to cut me out of everything and act like I shouldn't be there when I should be there. I should be speaking at these events. I should have access to the people. The people in the audience want me to be there, but the higher ups, the gatekeepers now on the conservative side are like, oh, anomaly, no, sorry, we're gonna book 20 people that are nowhere near as known as you, but we're not gonna give you 1 minute on the mic, and we'll give them 30 minutes. I get it. There's gatekeepers on the right too. I get it. I've never been on Fox News. They've never called me up. Why? I don't know. I don't really care, to be honest, but I didn't care when I actually had a platform. I'm like, well, at least I got my Facebook, my Instagram, my Twitter. No one can take that away from me. They just did. And it'll be interesting to see who actually cares or does something for me, because no one really does that much. And I'm not, that's wrong. I'm upset and a little frustrated now because they took my page away. People have done some stuff, but every situation that has opened its door for me, I've had to push and, you know what I'm saying, hassle for, and that's fine. Because nothing great comes easy. So I'm not even really complaining about that. I guess I'm just pretty upset that my Facebook was taken away. And that's my biggest, reach. And it's just really obnoxious what the tech companies are doing. And I was just explaining the other day how much they're going to crack down. And I just hope, I guess, among my upsetness, if that's even a word, I'm just curious which establishment conservatives and which mainline conservatives will stand up for me. Will the people who I've helped get to their place stand up for me? I don't know. I haven't seen too much signs of it to this point, but enough where I'm not that upset over it. Will, mainstream conservative news stand up for me, do something? Probably not, maybe they will. And like I said, I'm not trying to be salty or negative, but it's like I've done a lot. I've done the most, gotten the least amount of money. I've probably got 1/1000th of the money of people that have done 1,000 times less than I've done, because I'm not running around trying to get money. But at the same time, I was just hoping that I could sit on my couch and tell the news and, just be chill and do my own thing with no manager. I got no team or anything, and I thought it was going to be great. And hopefully it still will be great. But now, my whole plan for the whole year has been threatened, because if Facebook starts banning me and taking away my ad revenue and deleting videos or deleting my page instead of deleting the videos, then literally that's 6 figures, just to be honest with you guys, that's 6 figures that I could have had completely gone. That's my access to the small amount of money I get through donations. And not to lie, some people are very, very generous, and it's like, whoa, thank you so much. And you know, a lot adds up. I'm blessed. I'm happy. But what I'm saying is that can all be taken away from me in a second, you know, on a level of Sargon Akkad. And I just, you know, I guess I'm just upset that it happened. So I'm not trying to blame everyone else. I'm just saying, like, you know, everything could be gone in a second. And it's nice to know that people have your back in times of need. And I've been there for a lot of people, almost everyone. And we'll see what this transpires to. Because all I'm saying is, before I leave, my page that they deleted that video and banned me for 3 days from, there's a lot of videos on there that are from media, and they don't care. Like people take CNN clips and post them on Twitter. People take MSNBC clips and post them on Instagram. People take those clips, post them on Facebook. There's liberal pages that do that all day, every day. Do they get banned too? I don't do all that. Probably my page has more content that I have permission to, as far as World Cloud page, World Cloud on Facebook. I have more permission on that page than most other people do. But yeah, I post news clips too, because everyone does. So if they can justify doing that, they can literally justify almost anything at this point. And with YouTube's borderline policy, like, they're trying to kick me out of existence. And I'm just saying, I'm not going down without a fight. I'm not going down on the right without a fight. I'm not going down on the left without a fight. I'm not going down at all. You know, and if it's going to get that real and they're going to start taking it to this level, then I'm going to level up too. So I've been peaceful, I've been kind, I've been compassionate, I've been loving, and I always am. But if you want to start a battle, then let's start a battle. If you want to wage war on my lifestyle and my personal finances and my audience that I've built up on your platform that you've been gracious, if you want to do that, then let's do it. But, you know, I have the truth on my side. I have God on my side. I have the people on my side. I have love and compassion, true love and compassion on my side. And you guys have lies on your side. You have fascism and communism, which are these ideologies that you pretend that Trump's communist and fascist. No, fascism and communism are leftist ideologies. Anarchy is far right wing. That means no laws, no regulations, and yes, that's dangerous too. Left wing is communism and fascism. That's a left wing ideology. You're the communist. You're the fascist. You're the ones who can't deal with debate. You're the ones who don't enforce your laws properly. You're the ones that have to make bigger and bigger community guidelines because you can't handle the truth. You're the fascist. You're the communist. You're the Stalin. You're the Mao. You're the Hitler. You're the evil Joseph Goebbels regime that has to lie on a big scale and hope that it supersedes the truth. You're the one that couldn't possibly give me an equal platform. You talk about equality. You need to rig everything in your favor. All the algorithms are rigged. All the websites are rigged. I get special treatment and other people get better treatment than me because they lie on your behalf. You are every evil regime that you claim to be fighting against, because communism and fascism and National Socialism are left-wing economic ideologies. And it's easy to see who wants to take the guns away, who's starting all the censorship, who owns the media. It's the left wing, because it always was the left wing. It wasn't the right wing. And I'm sure there's some evil right-wing regimes too, but when you go right, it's anarchy. It's not fascism and communism. That's a big lie. And they don't want me to be on their platform because I'll debunk it all the time. And they better not touch my anomaly page, which has 0% copyrighted content. Why am I banned on that page? That's not even, you're flagging both of my page for something that one of my pages did. And I'll tell you this too. Facebook, they made a tracking location, so they're tracking me full time now, and they're tracking everybody because they're like, we need to track where you are in order for you to use the page. So I had to give them my tracking. I had to send them all extra information and all this stuff that they needed. Literally, like, they're like, I want more, so they know who I am. Yeah, I'm not Russian. I'm not working for a foreign government. I'm a kid on my couch. And they can't stand it because one kid is outperforming an entire goofy unit at BuzzFeed and Huffington Post and all these losers. I mean, I have 2 times the amount of followers as Chris Cuomo. His brother's the governor, and he's got $1 million contracts. He's on television every night. And I'm 3-4 times as big as him when you add in my other pages. I'm sorry. Now you got to kick me off? You guys are pathetic. And it's really bothering me, but it's okay. I'm going to relax. And, you know, hopefully I didn't offend too many people, but... You know, it's a dose of realness because I don't really care anymore. I've put in my work. I've put in my hours. I'm You know, I've gotten to a certain level and people still disrespect me on both sides. People still walk all over me. People still don't value me, but I value myself and I love myself, and I'm not egotistical or cocky, far from it, but I am my own manager and I do know my own value and worth, and I don't care that other people can't respect that. I'm done being, I'm not a pushover anyway, but I'm not done being nice. I'm still going to be nice, but it's like, if you think you're going to walk over me and I'm just going to disappear, whether you're Facebook or whether you're the conservative gatekeepers, I'm not going to disappear. I'm going to get 10 times as big, 100 times as big, 1,000 times as big, and I'm not even doing it for myself. I'm not doing it for my own pride or my own fame. I don't care about any of that stuff, but clearly, both sides have made it very clear to me that unless I get to that point, they're going to walk all over me, they're going to steal my money, they're going to take my opportunities, they're going to block me from getting opportunities. So out of human personal survival, I have to do this. Not because I don't care about being famous. I was content sitting on my couch making a decent amount of money, but now that's gone from me. So maybe not. We'll see how far they go, but I have to get bigger just to survive in this industry of snakes and liars and fame whores. And I'm not saying literal whores like women, it's men too. Mostly men, honestly, when you look at the mainstream media. But I have to get bigger or else they're just going to stomp all over me. I have to get so big and strong to the point where they're like, we're sorry, Anomaly. We can't believe we wouldn't let you talk on the microphone for a minute, even though we let, 7 people talk for 30 minutes that literally have, 200 followers, and they're like, up and coming bloggers who probably watch your videos and love them. We gave them 30 minutes. We couldn't even give you a minute, 2 minutes for free. Wouldn't even give me, I have to get that big. And I'm not going to have fun doing it. Well, I'll have fun doing it. I have fun doing everything, but it's like, I'm not doing this because I want to like blow up and look down on it. I'm doing this because people keep walking all over me. Facebook keeps lying and walking all over me. God knows what Twitter and Jack are doing. Probably, meditating while he's like banning a bunch of conservatives. He's like, home Laura Loomer, home Owen Benjamin, home person telling the truth, home shadow banning. And then it's like YouTube, they're like, we gotta delete all the videos people want to watch from the recommended search videos because we're such losers that we rigged the algorithms and we're giving billions of dollars in free airtime to these people and we still can't win. Hey, let's block Anomaly on Facebook because he's telling us how they're murdering babies in New York City, and that's not good. And he's telling the truth about global warming that we keep lying about, even though I'm referencing NASA documents. I'm not referencing Alex Jones. They say in their own words, we mostly measure the outskirts. Of course they're melting, and of course there's ice growing in other places, because that's science. That's real science, is around the outskirts when there's water, it's probably going to melt. At the ice core, it's probably going to grow. Basic science that they themselves conduct, but then they don't want to tell you. Anyway, I'm banned for Facebook for I think 3 days. Who knows what's going to happen? They had the audacity to just kick me off mid-live stream, ban me in the middle, and everyone's like, what happened to Anomaly? And I can't even tell them what happened. Ban me because of an old Roseanne Jimmy Kimmel post from 6 months ago on my other page. They could have just blocked me from posting on that page. They blocked me from posting from all pages because they are 1984-esque, mind control, thought control, communist-minded, fascist-minded, liberal study arts degree. I spent 8 years at Harvard learning all this fake social stuff to make me into a victim so I can censor and silence everybody who's strong and successful and tells me the truth. That's going to be the truth even if I lie. I get it. I get your whole staff is like that, and they can't stand probably that I'm like friendly and nice and likable, and even the socialists will see me in the street and say, hey, Anomaly, I'm a communist, but we still love you. And I'm like, hey, communists, I love you guys too. I know you guys know what time it is, so it's like, I get it. You gotta ban me. You gotta get rid of me for 3 days because I'm effective. And 3 days now, it's what? 3-4 million people I'm not gonna reach in 3 days. It's a big deal. It's millions of views that I'm not gonna get. Who knows if they'll let people watch my videos still. I have content to make. This is what I do full time. It's my job. It's like saying, hey, you want to go be an electrician? Well, sorry, for 3 days you can't work. We've banned you from doing your job. This is my job now. and they've banned me from it. And I built a career out of being more honest than people and telling the truth. And that's cool, because it's cool to tell people, hey, you don't have to lie. You know how many industry people, from people who work with rappers and such, tell me, Anomaly, I just collect their money. I can't stand them. They're such liars, but I need the money. No one believes you. So you got to take my money away, because I'm not afraid to show people you can be successful by doing that. And that's what they want to do with Trump and others. They want to pressure you. If you support the president, you support low taxes and personal liberty and the right to bear arms to protect yourself from psychopathic communists like themselves, they want you to feel like they're going to send the world at you. So when you have myself or others doing very well and saying, hey guys, you don't have to lie, you don't have to live a lie, you don't have to make rap lyrics about, eating butthole and stuff, then they say, oh, well, let's ban him for 3 days since he's now starting to get ad revenue. Like you can't message me and tell me or take the video down. I have 900,000 followers. I'm not one of the smaller news analysts. I'm bigger than people who work for CNN and MSNBC and Fox News. I'm literally bigger than 80% of the news analysts on TV that are multimillionaires. I live off of this stuff, and you delete my channel like you don't know who I am. Oh yeah, it's not a big deal. No, they know who I am. They know what I'm doing, and they're bending over backwards trying to figure out ways to delete it. I'm annoyed. Excuse anything that offended anybody, but guess what? I don't really care, because almost everything I said is rooted in truth, and when it wasn't, when I was getting emotional, I just admitted it. I said, you know what, that's not quite true, but it is true. It's like, I put in my work, I've done a lot, and this is why, just to let everyone know, this is why I've said all those things. When people say, Anomaly, you're this or you're that, I'm not. I'm protecting myself for a time like this and just questioning, if someone's not going to do it for me now, what are they going to do in a year or two? And we'll see, because it's Facebook's fault. It's not everyone else's fault, but I've stood up for a lot of people, and I just feel like, it's unfortunate. But like I said, it's I don't want to get too into it. It's Facebook's fault. It's not anyone else's fault. It's just annoying. I mean, I literally have work to do. I have videos I want to share. I have good content that I want to share to the world, and I do, and they've blocked me from that. So you want to go this route, tech companies? You want to go this route, Facebook? You want to go this route, Twitter? You want to go this route, YouTube? You're going to unleash a beast that you've never seen before. And, it's like they say. I don't want to misquote it, but you try to stop some things with the wrong tactics, and they'll just get 100 times bigger. So just so unfortunate. And I was in the middle of a live stream. Sorry guys, I'm frustrated. I was cooking, really telling the people things. Maybe this bothered them. Here, I'll read you what I was reading on there, and I'll probably post it later. 530 people murdered in Chicago in 2018. The media never talks about it because Democrats control Chicago, because it's mostly black on black crime and it doesn't fit the white-black narrative of racial and political division. And also, they have high restricted gun regulations. So the reason I was talking about that is they're talking about Chicago today. It just makes me wonder, since they care about the working class people and the minorities and the women and children so much, how come they barely ever talk about the 530 people that were slaughtered there from ages 1 to 93? Maybe that bothered people and they had to dig up a video. Maybe not. Maybe it's coincidental timing. I don't know. But they logged me out midstream. I'm not very happy. Thank you guys. I appreciate you supporting. Hopefully, this is like a bad tech sci-fi horror movie where it's like in one day they could take away everything and then I'm gone from existence. And I've worked really, really hard for 9 years of my life. My back hurts as we speak. Literally, my back clicks all the time. My back is literally broken. I've broken my back to get to this point. My grandfather died in a factory not in the factory, but he died of asbestos poisoning. My other grandfather died of Alzheimer's. I'm here with a broken back, making something of myself from a working class, middle class family. Working class, maybe middle to lower class, I'm not sure. I've rose up from the ashes. I've got pretty much none of the respect I've deserved on either side. Although I will say thank you to all the people who have had me on your platform and respected me and appreciated me. There's more than not. I'm not trying to be a hater. I appreciate all of you. I've gotten a lot. But I've done all this stuff just to lose it to some psychopathic hipster loser who's probably hates himself and wants to murder babies. Thank you guys for listening. I'm upset.